All right, let's react.
Blizzard last year put in their first ever transmog item. Not first ever, if you count them as Pandaria items, the helmets. But they actually added a tab onto the store for transmog. And I was actually watching my video, and I'd actually really like to just go back, and we're gonna see what I said here. Because this means, what do you think? You think they added the tab because they're only gonna add one into the game? What happens if they add a cool transmog set that looks cooler and more interesting than what we have in the games? You feel... There are things that I'm right about, and things that I'm not right about yet. I watched this, and I was like, yep, I fucking knew it. I knew this shit was gonna happen, and there it is. The reward structure in the game entirely. This is just something that makes the game worse. That's all. You guys that are fucking telling me to not talk about this, to shut up about it, to, oh, don't complain about it, just don't buy it, just don't buy it. You guys are this.
Okay, Baby Murloc, Satch, Shells, and Celestial Observers Ensemble. New transmogs added to Blizzard shop. Okay, so these are just glamours. Does this glamour actually give you anything? Not yet.
Same fucking morons that enable Blizzard to make these consumer unfriendly practices because you can't see how it's going to infect you in the future.
Okay, right now, I don't have anything against this. If this is just simply a transmog, just glamour, I don't have anything against this. How is just glamour bad? That's like saying that things on the Mog Station are bad. Oh, keep watching? Okay.
I watched the stream, watching your own content. Well, I mean, we need to have some quality in here, okay?
Yo, watching the stream, watching your own content. Yo, let me put one of my videos in picture. That way we can get me reacting to Asmon reacting to one of his videos while I'm reacting to all of that plus one of mine in the top right corner.
700 people disliked this. That's crazy. Well, here we are. Do you remember what my argumentation for why I don't like store items and especially store transmog put in the game? So the reason why it's bad...
Okay, before he gives his reason, I'm going to guess his reason. I'm going to guess that his reason is because he's a completionist, and to complete all of the glamour sets or mounts or anything in the game, he has to actually buy it. That's what I'm going to guess.
Is that the sets in the game will end up not looking as good as the sets that are put in the store. And I think that you can make...
Okay, now, to my knowledge, Final Fantasy doesn't do that. But I will agree, it's kind of bullshit if they make other sets look like shit, but then make the cash shop stuff look really good. So there's no incentive to make the in-game sets look better or on par with the stuff in the cash shop. Yeah. The CC mount, I don't really care. Before we get into a debate of whether something looks better on the cash shop or doesn't look better on the cash shop, just let me tell you my mentality first. I don't really give a shit about glamour. I don't. Obviously, I do have a preference, right? But paid glamour that looks better, I guess I just don't really care. Now, I know that my opinion isn't wrong, but someone's opinion that does care about glamour, they're not wrong either. I don't think there's really a right or wrong here. But what is right and what is wrong is if you're a developer or whatever, and you purposely make the in-game stuff look like shit, but you make the cash shop stuff look really pretty, like they do in a lot of Korean games, and like Swords of Legends Online and shit like that, that is a problem because you are being very greedy and you're purposely abandoning the stuff that you can acquire in game. Now that is where I do think that there's a problem. Let's say that the High Allegan coat was a Mog Station only item. It wouldn't bother me if that was a Mog Station only item, even though it's super fucking cool looking, because I'm fine with the Rathalos chest piece. They both look cool. The point I'm trying to make here is that yes, there is a really cool Mog Station item, but there's also really cool glamours in the game too. It's like they're not abandoning the game. Before we keep watching the video, that's just my stance, is that I don't really care too much about glamour. And if people are upset that they put really cool items on the cash shop, but then make the in-game items that you don't have to buy look like shit, then that's a problem. I just don't think it's a problem if they have things in the game that look cool and also in the cash shop that looks cool. I think that's fine. I think it only becomes a problem when the only thing that looks cool in the game is the cash shop.
Make an argument that, well, I like this set more than I like this set. But you know what you can't make an argument for is that this set was not more well designed, and this set was not more unique, and that this set did not have more effort put into it. And I can prove you that because of the fact that it has a glow that moves around your fucking character. Every object on this set is 3D, and it has unique assets used on it. All three of these things are objective fucking facts. And this does not have. These shoulders right here were used in the game back in, I believe, Hellfire Citadel for mages. This is just a fucking reskin. Look at these shoulders here. These shoulders are exactly like the Druid shoulders back in Tier 3.
So they just reskin these sets, and this set right here is completely unique. I think that's a bit sketch.
It's the Dreamwalker shoulders.
That's
this is the
sketch.
Same exact bullshit. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think these sets are fucking terrible. But you know what I do think is that this set looks a whole lot fucking better. And what you get as the player is a bunch of copy-pasted gear that looks more like the patch 7.3 Argus leveling gear than any sort of a tier set than we've ever seen, and the store receives an item that has way more effort put into it than all of those sets put together. And this is what happens, and this is why I was against adding these things into the game, because it gives Blizzard a profit incentive to lock the best and the most well-designed items behind a paywall. Because guess what? If you put this, imagine if you put this piece of shit set, or that piece of shit set right there on the store, next to this one right here, which one would sell for more fucking money? Which one would you sell more of? I would bet $1 million that it would be this one right here. So guess which one goes in the game, and guess which one goes in the store. And that's the way it works, is you just created a profit incentive to deliver the worst content to the game and paywall people for the best objects in the game. Do you see what I'm saying? I've paid them for the fucking game. I'm paying a subscription.
A really good example of this is Swords of Legends. Have you guys ever played that game? Let me tell you, the in-game items in Swords of Legends is fucking awful. They look like shit. I actually like the game a lot. I think it was really fun. But the cash shop, holy fuck. They put all their effort into the cash shop. Oh my God.
I pay for the expansions, and now you're gonna make me pay again. And you know what? Final Fantasy does this, and I think it's stupid too. I think it's stupid that you have to pay for shit there too. You buy expansions and you also buy a sub. But here's the fucking difference. Number one, the Mog Station isn't in the game. Number two, there are good sets in the game. Number three, the CEO isn't fucking trying to kill people. So it's not as bad.
You know, that last point though, that last point's pretty strong. Yeah, the only thing I disagree with him on is the Mog Station. I just don't see a fucking issue with anything that is on the Mog Station. Let's actually look at the Mog Station just real quick. I mean, you could argue that the Cruise Chaser mount like looks better than some of the mounts. It's just, There's housing items here. This is where I'm biased. I could see someone in his position. Like, I get why he has this mentality. It's just, I don't have the same mentality as him. Like these mounts, like this 8-character mount. Dude, I don't give a fuck about this 8-character mount. I don't give a fuck about this whale. Yeah, I can hold 8 people. That's great. Fucking get some sucker to fucking chauffeur me around, dude. You know, like I'm never fucking, dude, I don't want this, man. I don't, dude, I got the cloud mount. That's the best thing. That's all I need. But I can see people being shitty that, oh, you know, why is there a mount that can hold 8 characters in the game? But I think that can only be shitty to a certain degree because there are multiple cedar mounts that they have put in the game that are free. To me, these different cedar mounts, I don't really care about. Like, I don't particularly think any of these are super cool, but I mean, that's obviously opinion. I just don't see a problem with this. I just really don't. You know, let's say you go out shopping, you know, you go to, you know, Hot Topic and you buy a shirt that says sinner. You know, so you want to match your character with you. So you want your character to be a sinner. So you want to wear this, you know what I mean? So like, they don't have anything like this in the game, right? Or at least from what I can understand. So I can imagine that you would be pissed. You know, I would imagine that you would be pissed that you couldn't be a sinner in the game. Like me personally, I just really don't give a shit about this kind of stuff. Like, dude, who the fuck wants to look like Titus in the, dude, what the fuck, man? So I'm a little biased on this. I think this just comes down to opinion. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. It only becomes a problem when they stop putting cool shit in the game and only putting cool shit on the cash shop.
It's still bad though. I know there's gonna be a few WoW Andes. Only WoW, I hate Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy's so bad. I hate the game. Fuck Final Fantasy, man. oh, it's not that good. I played it, I don't like it. And they're going to say, whoa, hey, why is he criticizing Blizzard? Final Fantasy does the same thing. I think it's stupid whenever Final Fantasy does it too. But the difference is that Final Fantasy isn't fucking up in the same way that Blizzard is. It's the same reason that whenever I first complained about a store mount back in 2008, people told me to shut the fuck up. And as the game got worse, more people were like, hey, wait a minute. Because it's bad, but people will deal with it if the game is good. So we have this right here. I feel like they made her boobs bigger just for the picture. But I can tell that there's actually some like kind of...
You guys think they did that? I bet you they did this.
Animation here. Yeah, this is great. And yeah, obviously like this thing.
What the fuck is this thing? It's a backpack. What does it do in the game? Is it just a glamour slot? See, I would never buy this. This looks like ass.
Is really, really cool. I love this, man.
You know, dude, me and Asmon's opinion on glamour is completely, dude, it's completely polar opposite. Okay, it's completely polar opposite. Asmon likes transmog. I don't really care about it. I don't really care about it, dude. So I can see why he'd be more shitty than me.
And that's what's so shitty
We are the same person. I stopped giving shit about glamour in a couple years.
about it. I think this is so awesome. I love the little murlocs. They're so cute. They're so nice. And the fact that like this is a store item is just so disappointing, man. It's just so disappointing. Why couldn't this be something that was in the game? Especially whenever they have like the, you know, the running of the murlocs. They have it like as an in-game event and everything. This was 100% going to be BlizzCon line item before they...
You also get this excellent transmog, as well as the Imp in a Ball toy in Burning Crusade at no additional charge with the purchase of a 6-month sub.
They canceled it? Oh, you know,
hey,
that's
Sam,
actually
thank you for
really
the sub.
You know what?
Thanks
You're
a lot,
probably
man.
right.
Thank
That's
you
a
very
really
much.
good insight. Yeah, you
also,
actually
Knox,
right
thank you
about
as
that.
well.
So, like, look at this set.
Ads made me do it. Thanks for the sub.
Can we just be
The
honest
resub.
and say this set is incredibly cool?
Okay, I will say that from a person that thinks that pretty much all WoW cosmetic and glamour looks like shit, even I can tell that they put more work into this set than they did the ones that he previously showed. The ones that he previously showed kind of look like a blank sheet of paper with just a little bit of coloring. And this set right here, it looks like each individual piece of it just had a little bit extra care taken.
I think this is awesome. This is such a really cool looking set. And it's on the store. And yeah, here's the animation of it too. Look at that. Wow.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. They put so much more work into this set than they did those other ones.
The thing is, like, if people want to buy this stuff nowadays, I don't really care. Like, it just doesn't matter anymore. There's, like, so many problems with the game. Like, it's just, who gives a fuck, man? Like, that's the truth. Like, who cares? It's like the players, like, I've already pretty much lost this battle with the player base. Is that I've tried for years to convince the player base that these things are bad for the game. They refuse to listen to me. And now we get things like this, and people will still come up with excuses for it. They'll still come up for reasons that...
Dude, look at the difference, man. Again, I think most WoW cosmetics and just the WoW aesthetic looks like ass, but I just feel like that this has a lot more color. Like, to me, it just looks a lot more appealing to the eye than like that. I don't know. I'm not the best person to ask about glamour, man. I just think this looks
I don't know what I'm
really
talking
basic.
about, or
I
try
guess
to
I don't
make
know, man.
some sort of rationalization. And I'm sick of trying to convince people of what's in plain sight. I don't care if people buy this anymore. It doesn't matter. I'm not planning on buying it myself. If people want to do it, it's whatever. There are so many WoW players that are completely fine and, in fact, comfortable with eating shit. And
Man, he should have said that in Uwu.
There were so many WoW players who are comfortable and eating shit.
today,
He should have
they
said
got
that
a
in
full-course
Uwu.
meal. Yeah, this is the new set that's added into the store. This is the new sets that are added into the game. As I said, there are objective facts that make this set more unique and more interesting. The models are more unique. The animations around them are more unique. There are more 3D objects that exist on this set than these. These are objective points of difference. I won't eat shit. Yeah. My mom quit because she didn't want to have to get flying again. Like, she already got flying in WoD. And she got flying again in Legion. And then they took it away from her in BFA, and she said, fuck that. This about, well, how many times I gotta do this bullshit? When is Frostmourne gonna be available? It depends on if they have to pay Bobby Kotick.
Man, that's like Final Fantasy, dude. You gotta unlock flying every single fucking expansion.
Bullshit. When is Frostmourne gonna be available? It depends on if they have to pay Bobby Kotick severance package or not. This is what I said before, is that I don't know if we're ever going to have a world that this does not exist in, but I do think that it's fair to draw the line that these are the endgame items and these are the store items, and that's not okay. It's not about them having the transmogs in the store. However, I do believe that I think they're bad fundamentally. I don't like them in Final Fantasy. I don't like them in WoW. But the difference in WoW is that WoW is in the shitter. The last thing they need to be thinking about right now.
I feel like, yeah, the difference is, like, just based on these two sets. Now, again, I'd like barely have a glamour opinion, but I do think it is wrong when a game will have the in-game sets look like shit and the cash shop sets look so much better, and it's very obvious. That's when you have a problem.
Is introducing new items for people to spend more money on whenever there's most people that aren't even paying for the game to begin with.
So as well.
Skins aren't even as good as the in-game skins. It's not comparable. You're right. And many of the items in New World are the same thing. Like, they added a new skin today. They added this one right here. It's simple. It's cool. That's about it. There's not this much of a difference in them. And think about whenever you're comparing the greed of Blizzard.
I kind of like that New World skin, dude. I kind of liked it, man. A nice fisherman skin.
Versus versus
farmer,
Amazon.
whatever. Farmer, fisherman, whatever, dude.
And Amazon comes out ahead. We are in capital L territory here. Yeah. Not good. And it doesn't even have a monthly sub. Yeah, it doesn't even have a monthly sub. Yeah, it's like at least Amazon has the courtesy and the chivalry to take you out to dinner before fucking you in the ass. Blizzard just shows up with a bottle of lube and says, let's go. Apparently, literally and metaphorically in some of these cases.
Oh my
Look
God,
at the comments.
dude.
Tomorrow's 6 months mount. Oh my God, that set looks beautiful. This is the worst timings of the last year. Okay, the celestial set interests me. Nearer to God, to thee. Oh my fucking God, I'm so in. So cute, and I love that set. Take my monies! We gotta talk to Elon about how to get over to Mars, man. I don't think the moon is gonna be far enough away from these fucking morons.
No, that was a good video. Yeah, man, I don't know. I just think all this stuff's fine. Some of this stuff looks hideous. Oh, shit. Now, hold up. Oh. You get the sunglasses too? You get the sunglasses too? I just like this shirt, dude. I'm like picturing Soft Dad. You know, he's got the open shirt. He's doing dad stuff. You know, taking the Cubs to school or something. You know, just dad stuff. You know what I'm saying? But he's got the open shirt up, right? And the ladies are looking at him, looking at Soft Dad. You got that open shirt, dude. You know why the ladies like Soft Dad? Because he has what most people don't. And he can do what most people can't. And you know what that is? He has responsibilities. Responsibilities is very attractive. And you know what else is very attractive? Commitment. Okay? That's very fucking attractive too. You know what else is also very attractive? Not being a shady asshole. Soft Dad's got those qualities. How many people are attracted to those qualities? A lot.
What else, Strummer?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of like that, dude. $5? I might buy that.